There it is. We don't have the soup in studio today, but we do have the bread. Our homegrown segment delivers with sourdough bread. I'm walking all in front of the cameras here. Sorry, Jay. Is that your shot, Jay? Is that your shot that I just walked in front of? Rod, you took a better route than I did.
Kara would have brought some soup, and we told her that's what Tracy Berry wanted.
When you say Kara, you mean Kara Anderson, the owner of Columbia River Sourdough Bakery, which is located just over the river in Vancouver.
Yes, we are.
You specialize in the sourdough bread, and we're going to get into actually the health benefits of sourdough bread, which I knew nothing about before we discussed this segment. But let's talk about the bread you brought, because number one, that looks lovely. What do you got there?
That is a chocolate sourdough bread pudding.
Something that Rod and I might be able to sample right now.
Absolutely.
Right now?
I have spoons.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Have a spoon.
So I thought, Rod, while we sample this, I could get to that question of what are the health benefits?
Yeah, okay, health benefits. Sure, we'll go with that.
This is chocolate coconut sourdough. Okay. Health benefits. Our breads are fermented naturally. That fermentation process chews apart the gluten and the sugar strands that are in the wheat. So most people who are gluten intolerant can have a true sourdough.
Well, they can. Okay. All right.
I bet you the gluten intolerant people of the world may not even know this.
I know a lot of them don't, because we work at farmers markets, and I have a lot of people who stop, or they'll pass me. They'll start to pass me by, and they'll say, "Oh no, thank you. You know, I'm gluten intolerant," and I say, "Okay, hang on."
Yes. Come back here.
Yeah.
Don't go away so fast.
So can I stop? So is it unusual for sourdough to be the ingredient in bread pudding? It's delicious, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
That's a different twist, isn't it?
It's just bread of any kind, but usually a French bread.
I know. All right.
But don't be afraid to use the sourdough bread in your bread pudding. I'll be honest with you, Kara, I didn't know anything about the Columbia River Sourdough Bakery, so it's just a one-off. You're the only one. There's not a bunch of locations around the area, or are there?
We're the only one. We're a family bakery. My husband is the real driving force behind the bakery. He was miserable at his job. We were looking for something new. Friends of ours in Kalama taught us how to make the sourdough, and we've taken it from there.
Really?
Yeah.
How many years now?
So, going on 7.
Oh, wow. I don't know what your husband did before, but I'm glad he
worked in
hated
TV.
his job. Based on the taste of that bread pudding, I'm glad he hated his previous job. So I would think, you know, you go into the sourdough bakery, you're going to have one thing to choose from. Sourdough loaf after sourdough loaf, but you do have a variety here.
We do have a variety. We have 5 different kinds of bread, and this is that sourdough loaf that you were referring to. This is the traditional sourdough.
Okay.
We also have the chocolate sourdough, which is a Ghirardelli chocolate.
Does this have the chocolate chips in it?
It does.
The bread pudding?
It does. It has Ghirardelli ground chocolate and Ghirardelli chocolate chips in it. We don't add any sugar other than what's in it.
So you didn't add the chocolate chips to the bread pudding. It was already in the sourdough bread.
It's already in that.
Hey, where can we get you? I mean, your bread. Is it just...
So...
What did you mean by that?
Just at your store? Are you in other grocery stores?
No, so we're a wholesale bakery. Okay. We don't have our own storefront. We sell to grocery stores.
To grocery stores.
And we're all throughout the Portland metro.
Give me a store. Give me 2 stores.
Chuck's Produce, New Seasons, Market of Choice.
And we look for the Columbia River Sourdough Bakery label on the bread, and that's how we know it came from you and your husband.
And we've got a brand new bread, the 3Z Cheesy, that will be in the stores hopefully very soon.
3Z Cheesy.
Yep.
Before we wrap up, what are the 3 cheeses?
The Romano, Asiago, and Tillamook medium cheddar.
Columbia River Sourdough Bakery. Don't look for a storefront location, but look for these breads with these labels, the Columbia River Sourdough Bakery label on your store shelves.
And you can definitely get the chocolate, by the way.
Make a bread pudding. All right, Tracy, I apologize that you weren't able to